Today I'm going to be tying up an extremely small green Highlander. So this is a size 16 micro treble. So one for dead low water. Okay, so for the for the tag, I'm going to add on some silver oval. Okay, and as you're going down, just be careful of those hook points on the treble. Okay, and then what I can do is I can create a few turns of the silver and then just wrap up over one of those hook points. That'll give me a very neat secure hold to the tag. Normally I bend this back, but for this size of fly I need to tuck it in underneath again and retie it. And that will create your rib as well. Okay, and as I'm going down the body, I'm also going to add on the floss, which is going to be yellow. Okay, for a bigger hook you might want to use yellow and green, but yellow will be fine for today. There'll be enough green in the rest of the body, or the rest of the fly. Okay, then we just bring our thread back up to close to our head area, and then follow up the thread with your floss. You won't get much, you'll probably only get 3 or 4 turns down the body here. Okay, then secure that in. And then a few turns of the silver rib. You're not going to get your normal 4 or 5, but 3 would be good. Okay, then just neaten things up a little bit. What I'm also going to do at this stage is I'm going to change my thread. So the white was for the bright body, but I want the black thread, so I'm just going to change that now. So just add your black thread on as normal, 3 or 4 turns, and then you can trim off your excess. And then we're ready to start the wing. So the wing's going to be green and yellow, but before we do that there, I'm going to add in a couple of strands of crystal flesh. Okay, I'm probably just going to do 2 strands and then use the weight of the bobbin to double it back into 4 strands. Okay, then trim those off whatever length you want the wing to be. And for the wing I'm going to use mixed green and yellow bucktail, and it's already been pre-stacked and stuff. You've seen this before, but if not, I'll stick it in the video description of how to do it. Okay, and light enough but not too light. You want enough so it doesn't lose its shape in the current, but you also want it to be quite mobile. Okay, so I'm just going to secure that in underneath, or over, sorry, and pinch and loop. Okay, and I want this quite close to the body, because I don't want any issues of hook points and tail wraps and everything else, wing wraps. So to also reduce the amount of wraps and the size of the head for a small fly like this, I'm going to use super glue. Okay, that'll give me an extremely secure hold with only a couple of wraps. As we're doing that, then I'm going to flip over. I'm going to prepare the beard hackle. So the beard hackle is yellow and green. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put yellow and green on top of each other here. Hopefully you can see this okay on the camera. And then I'm just going to break off both tips. That'll expose a few fibres. Then I'm just going to tie in at the stalk there. So normally I would remove the fibres, but I'm going to just tie in at the stalk. And then I'm going to draw out the stalk, which will only leave the fibres. Okay. A few turns to screw that in. And keep in tension. Trim off your excess. Okay, and likewise, now that the super glue is dried up above, we can remove our excess. Then we're going to add in, we could leave it at that there, but just to complicate things further, I'm going to add in jungle cock eyes. Okay. Normally I do this both together, but I'm just going to do them each wrapped separately. It's very fiddly with the wee treble here. But it'll be worth it. These fish have seen nothing but size 14 studs tails, and you show the miss, you'll hopefully be on to a winner. Okay, and again we're going to use our super glue. So we want to keep our wraps down for this size of fly. Few turns, and then we can trim off our excess, our waste ends of our jungle cock. Okay, and then we just need to neaten up our head a little bit. Then we do a whip finish, and that's your green Highlander micro treble, one for deadly, deadly, deadly low water. Hopefully you found that useful, folks. As always, if you did, do check out the other videos. There's plenty of these wee micro trebles worth checking out. Until next time, thanks very much. All the best.